Today we're going to talk about shielding, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because I'll probably get to it more in later videos, but I just see an importance right now and almost a pattern going on with people around me, and you might have seen it too. People that just are somehow letting negative energy into their life, and maybe they don't even realize it, whether it's through influences that are around them or illnesses, all kinds of problems and ways that negative energy can afflict us. And really all it is the adversary. He will find whatever open door he can to get to us through any kind of negative energy, whether it's negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative emotions, having a bad day, having a bad attitude, or getting illnesses and sicknesses, whatever it is, anything that's negative always comes from the adversary. And there's ways that we can protect ourselves from this. That's what I'd like to talk to you about today. So I want to share a couple of examples of how this has affected people that I know. I went to a class a couple months ago, and in this class, somebody shared an experience that really made a lot of sense. She said that she was in an industry where she was physically hands-on with other people. And I don't know, it might have been massage therapy or something like that. But it's where her hands were on people all the time. She was massaging, helping them feel better. It was definitely a wellness occupation. And she said that normally she would shield herself from negative energies. So as people would come in and lay down on her table and she'd work on them, whatever negative energy they had with them would leave with them. She would do her best to help them feel better, but she didn't want any of that lingering in her business or in her home. Well, this one particular day, she forgot to shield herself, and she had a client call and say, "Oh my goodness, I've got this horrible pain in the right side of my back going all the way up my neck, causing this major migraine, and I can't take it anymore. Can I come see you?" And the lady said, "Sure, come on over, I can meet with you." So she came over, laid on her table, and she did her best with her oils and her massaging and got rid of all of that pain. And by the time the lady left, she said, "Oh, thank you, whatever you did worked. I don't feel it anymore." Well, the minute that lady left, suddenly, instantly, the other lady started feeling that same pain in the right side of her back, up her neck, into her head, getting that same migraine. And it was so bad, she was physically ill for a couple days. And she realized that because she didn't shield herself, all she did was transfer the negative energy from her client into her. She worked it out of her client and it went right into her because her door was wide open for negative energy to come in. And so that was a learning point for her. She said, "I learned a powerful lesson that anytime I'm vulnerable to the adversary, anytime I leave my door open and I haven't protected myself with that wall of spiritual protection, anything's wide open to come into my life, into my body, into my mind, and that's scary." So the point of this video today is to bring it to your awareness, to let you know, if you don't already know, if you haven't already thought about it, that we are very vulnerable on this earth, in this life, to negative influences. And we don't have to be afraid if we're doing our best to put that wall of protection around us. We can do that through prayer. We can do that through shielding, which is basically a way of visualizing, in addition to prayer, visualizing that spiritual fortress around you. What does that look like for you? How does it feel? How does it sound? When you can visualize it around you and see it there, and you add that to your faith and your prayers, then it becomes more real, and it increases, it's more powerful. It helps build your faith so that you really believe you have that protection and it works. If you've had experiences where you've allowed other people around you to kind of pass their bad energy onto you, and you feel like a sponge sometimes, just soaking it up from other people, or maybe you're someone who's gotten some pretty crazy illnesses recently, or you feel like you're always prone to illness, or you're having a lot of bad days lately and you can't connect the dots, you can't figure out where this is coming from. Well, let this video kind of be a wake-up call for you and start to realize that you might have some holes in your fortress, you might have some open doors that are wide open, allowing the adversary and all that is negative to come into your life. And so we're going to get more into this in later videos, and I do teach this in my classes, but this is so important. If you don't protect yourself when you're around these people, it's very real. You can take on whatever's ailing them, can come into your life and kind of attach to you. Kind of reminds me of a parasite, just attaches right to you and starts attacking you and your body and your mind and everything. And that's not what you want. So I challenge you to start evaluating your life. Start writing down the things in your life that have been happening recently, anything negative, and start seeing if you can pinpoint where these open doors are, and look for ways for how you can close them, how you can create a spiritual fortress around you, which is your shield, how you can protect yourself. And if you can do this, you will experience a night and day difference with your life. You will start to feel strength. You will feel protection around you, and you will be able to take on your life and take on the world and take on all these challenges and trials and do it so much better because you have that wall of safety around you. So thanks so much for joining me today. For more tips on how to be happy, check out my website, yourhappylady.com. You can also visit my YouTube channel and follow my videos under the channel Happy Marriages, and remember, that's all one word. Thanks so much, and we will see you soon.